Good morning, everyone. So, I would like to tell you all that I'm not good enough. I'm not the prettiest, smartest, or the nicest person around here. I don't even believe that I'm the most likable. And plus, I'm not the most favored or appreciated, probably in the class or other group of people, and even in my family. I tend to disappoint a lot of people with the slightest things I've done. That's why I'm somehow afraid to give my 100% whenever I'm given something to do, because I know that it will end up with somebody shaking his or her head or me shaking mine. And I also think of myself as always being second best at everything I do. There's always somebody out there that will always be better at me at things I do. And that's why I get discouraged to pursue a certain skill or anything. That's why I also find it hard to decide for my future, because I know that I'll probably suck at the thing I'll be doing. So you can spare me the lecture of being worth it, of being important, of being 1 in 7 billion, because believe me, I've given myself that speech too many times, yet I'm still misread. So I opened up this book. I've had it for a long time, and one time, I just opened it up at a random page and found a verse that said that I am God's priceless princess. I felt really special that time, and somewhere I felt that I doubted myself, because I am called his daughter, yet my actions and words do not say so. So I kept on reading this book, and I found David, a man after God's own heart, was a murderer and an adulterer. Noah was a drunk. Moses was also a murderer. He was an orphan with his mother, yet God used him to divide the Red Sea. There was also Mary Magdalene, who was a prostitute, Matthew, a tax collector, Elijah, a suicidal, and even a man with the same problem as Isaiah. So I wondered, why did God put those characters in a book where generation to generation has read for thousands of years? Why did he not put the Pharisees, the self-righteous, the pompous? They would be good examples to everyone out there. Yet, that would kind of defeat Jesus' purpose here on earth. He came down to heal the sick, who in turn will heal others. And in his name, he will seek and save the lost. So these sinners I have just mentioned to you guys turned from their ways. They found God and did not mind their flaws. And if you read this book, you can see that they have all been abundantly blessed. So at the end of the day, they knew that it wasn't about them. It won't be about me. Everything else around us won't matter. It will only be about him. So I guess I'm okay with being not qualified for anything, because I know that God is still working his purpose in me. And whenever somebody puts you down and or criticizes you or tells you that you're not good enough, you should always remember that God has forgiven you and he plans on using you to do great.